everyone, and welcome to another tutorial on this channel. Thank you for stopping by. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make this trendy handkerchief flare skirt with an elastic waistband. This skirt has two layers, and the upper layer is a straight cut that extends to the hip, which is giving a peplum effect. So if you love seeing tutorials as this, why not keep watching, and let's get into the video. To make this skirt, you will need 3 yards of any fabric of choice. And if you are going for elastic band and not zipper, you also need elastic of any size. The one I have here is less than 2 inches. My fabric is a floral print and it is 3 yards as I mentioned earlier. But if you want to make an ordinary handkerchief skirt, you will not need up to 3 yards. 1.5 to 2 yards of fabric will be enough for that, okay? The first thing we need to do is to fold a part of our fabric into 4. I have already folded mine off camera and I will explain and also show you how you should fold yours. Before folding your fabric, you need to determine your skirt length. After that, you will add the skirt length to the radius of your measurement. So that's radius plus skirt length. I'll tell you how to calculate the radius. Once you get your radius, you will add it to your desired skirt length, and the total measurement will determine the amount of fabric you need to fold, okay? Now, to get your radius, you will divide your hip circumference. That's if you want an elastic band. And if you want a zipper, you will use your waist circumference. So whichever you are using, divide that by 6.28, which is the standard formula to use when cutting a full flare or a full circle skirt. So my hip circumference is 40, and 40 divided by 6.28 is 6.3 or thereabout, but I will round it up to 6.5 inches. So whatever you get after dividing by 6.28 will be your radius. So 6.5 is my radius. Next thing to do is to add your radius to your desired skirt length. My desired skirt length is 22 plus extra 1 inch as hem allowance. That will be 23 inches. This added together will give me 29.5. What you get after adding up will be the length of fabric you will fold. And if your skirt will have a waistband, you will have to take out the band height from the measurement you calculated. I hope you understand. So I took out 1.5 inches as my band height from this length, and I cut out 28 inches as the length of my fabric. Now that you've gotten your length, the next thing to do is to fold your fabric. For your fabric, you have the length side, that is the side that is 60 inches, and you also have the yardage side. So go ahead and fold that length side into 2. After folding into 2 at the length side, go ahead and further fold at the yardage side. Then you will have your fabric folded into 4. And it is at that yardage side you will measure the length you calculated. So if what you folded is not enough, or if it is more than, you should adjust it till you have your length. Now at the close ends of your fabric, you are going to mark the radius you calculated earlier. Mine is 6.5. From the top of the fold, I'll come down by 6.5. And still keeping my tape at the top of the fold, I'll rotate it and mark that 6.5. After marking, I will connect the points together. I had to change the chalk into a pen because I don't have any other chalk that will be clear on this fabric. After marking out your radius, go ahead and add ½ inch that you will use to join your band, and the ½ inch should be marked above the line you just created. After drafting and you are about to cut, this is the line you are cutting on, okay? The next thing to do now is to mark your skirt length, and this time we are using our original skirt length and not the calculated length. My skirt length is 22 plus 1 inch hem allowance, making 23. From your skirt length, you should take out your band height, and your tape should be placed on the radius line and not the sewing allowance line. So I'll place my tape 1.5 inches on the radius line, then mark my skirt length of 23 inches. At this other side, you are also marking your skirt length, and don't forget to take out your band height and place your tape on the radius line. Once you are through with that, go ahead and connect the point with a straight line to the hem. I also went ahead to connect the points here all the way to the hem. After you must have connected your point, the next thing to do is to cut on the lines. At the waist area, don't forget you are cutting on the allowance line. And then you should notch your center fold and the side fold. After cutting, you will have something like this. Now, I will keep this aside so as to cut the upper layer of the skirt. The upper layer of the skirt is going to be a straight cut, and I have my fabric here, which is on a fold of 2. The width is 60 inches and the length is 8 inches. If you want yours longer or shorter than 8, go ahead and mark your length. I'll mark the 8 inches all through the hem, then cut off the excess fabric. After cutting, you want to mark where the upper layer will stop at the waistline. So go ahead and measure around the waist on your skirt. Here I have 22.5. Whatever measurements you get there, divide that into 2. Don't forget your fabric is on fold, so you have to divide it into 2. Then you notch it. That part you've notched is where you will attach to the waist area. The next thing to do is go over to the sewing machine to stitch the remaining part of this piece that will not be attached to the waist. I'll give it a double fold and stitch all around. I will also stitch the hem of the skirt using the 1-inch hem allowance. I will give it a double fold and stitch round. Now, if you want an ordinary handkerchief skirt, this is the point you cut out your waistband. Then you fix your elastic or attach zipper, and then you are done. Once you are through stitching the hem, the next thing you want to do is attach it to the waist of your skirt. I will attach one piece at a time. Align the center as well as the side, then use pin to hold them in place. After pinning, I will go over to the sewing machine to stitch together. At this point, I have stitched the two together, and this is what I have. The next thing to do now is to cut out the waistband. Go ahead and measure around your waist. What you get there will be the length of your band. Here, I have 23 inches, and because I measured it on fold, I will cut double of that. This is the piece for my band, and the length will be what I measured around my waist plus extra 1 inch, while the height is 4.5, which is 2 3/4 on fold. I'll be using 1 inch to stitch, and after stitching I will have 1 3/4. I increased the height of my band because of the size of my elastic. After cutting out the piece for your band, go ahead and fold it into 2 as I have done. We are going to close the side of this piece, but not entirely. From the top, stitch down by 1 inch and back stitch. Then you mark another 1 inch. That 1 inch you are not going to stitch. We will leave it as an opening for our elastic and drawstring. After leaving out the 1 inch space, you will stitch down the remaining parts of the band. This is what the piece for my band looks like after closing, and this is the 1-inch opening I said I was going to leave. I also top stitch on the seam allowance, and this is what it looks like. Then I folded in the base of the band and stitch it round. Now fold your band into two and make sure the part with the opening is at the center and facing you. The next thing to do is attach the band to the waist. I will attach one side of the band to the waist, right sides facing each other. Make sure the part with the opening on your band aligns with the center of your waist. It has to be at the center, okay? Now I will go over to the sewing machine to stitch this together. After stitching one side of the band to the waist, fold in the other side. Use it to cover up the seam, then top stitch round it. Here is my skirt after top stitching on the band. Now let's insert the elastic into the opening. For your elastic, you are going to take out 3 to 4 inches from your waist circumference. My waist circumference is 29. If I take out 4, I will have 25 inches. With the help of safety pin, I will insert it into the opening, then pass it out at the other end. Next thing is to stitch the two ends of the elastic together. For the remaining elastic to go in, you have to stretch your band. Next is to insert the drawstring, but before then, I need to make stitches around the band and create casing for the drawstring. So from the top, I'll come down by half an inch. That is where the first stitch will be. And the second stitch will be 3/4 inch away from the first one. It is wider because that is where the drawstring will pass through. After making the stitches, I will have 3 spaces, and the second space is for the drawstring. Now, as you run the stitch on your band, make sure you stretch it. You stretch and you stitch. This is what my band looks like now after running the stitches. It's time to insert the drawstring into the opening. I already stitched the piece for my drawstring, and all I did was to cut out a long strip of fabric. Yours should be as long as you want it. I folded in the edges and fold again, then I stitch all the way down. With the help of safety pin, I will insert it into the opening, just like I did the elastic. Once you are done with the drawstring, your skirt is ready. You've made yourself a layered handkerchief flare skirt. So guys, with this we've come to the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to like it and share to others that might find it helpful. And if you are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Please do not leave without subscribing, and I will see you in my next one.